A Merhog's Tale, Book 1, Chapter 1, King of the Waves. It was a sunny day in Los Angeles, California, even more so at the Malibu beachfront, where they were having their annual surfing contest. People were either partying on the beach or riding the waves. All except Sonic. He had just turned 16 and all his friends wanted him to conquer his biggest fear, water.
Come on, Sonic, you're 16!
Amy exclaimed as Sonic sat back and relaxed in his deck chair on the beach.
So
it's about time you master your fear. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Tails asked with a smile as he dragged the blue hedgehog off the deck chair.
let's see, I could drown, get swept out to sea, get attacked by a shark, just to name a few.
Relax, Sonic. There are lifeguards all around the beach and the ocean. If there is a problem, one of them would come to help you.
Knuckles smiled at his blue friend. Sonic thought about it for a moment before smiling and grabbing his blue and white surfboard. Sonic took a deep breath to calm his nerves as he sat on his surfboard. He was floating in the middle of the ocean with the other surfers who had also entered the competition.
Next up is Sonic the Hedgehog.
The announcer called to everyone on the beach and the ocean. They all cheered, but Sonic gulped. He knew that the next wave was the one he had to ride, and he was dreading it. Suddenly, his smartwatch beeped, meaning that he was getting a call. He answered in, and Tails' face popped up with Amy and Knuckles on either side of him.
So, what do you think, Sonic? Ready to have some fun and conquer your fear of water?
Just then the next wave came and Sonic nearly fell off his board. It was huge. Sonic decided to swallow his fear and paddled out to the wave. Back at the surface, his friends watched him in shock.
No way, are you crazy? That wave will slam you!
Knuckles exclaimed, but Sonic had already turned the watch off. In a matter of moments, Sonic was riding the wave. He was a bit nervous at first, but after a few moments, he started to relax and forget about the water all around him. To him, surfboarding was kind of like skateboarding.
I don't believe it. That hedgehog is totally taking this wave.
You're king of the waves!
Amy shouted as Sonic did a few small flips.
Go, Sonic!
Tails cheered as Knuckles ran to the announcer's booth. When he returned, the announcer started a song that had been requested by them to play for Sonic. It was their own little weird way of cheering for their blue friend.
He's ready, he's steady, he's up on his feet, dancing to the water to his own kind of beat. He's in it, he's on it, he's rocking the scales, tearing up the current like the boy's got gills. Pop up, lean inside to side, lean back, hang 10, go for a ride. Catch that curl, get into the tomb, do the mahi-mahi, make your tap and move. He's the king of the waves. Check it out, he's spinning that board around. King of the waves. No one's gonna take away his crown. Surf's up, out, down, he's the king of the waves.
From out in the ocean, Sonic heard the song and smiled. For the first time in his life, he actually enjoyed being in the water. Sonic smirked before doing a full 360-degree turn in the air. He could hear the crowds going wild on the beach, and that only fed his ego.
He's the king of the waves. Check it out, he's spinning that board around. King of the waves. No one's gonna take away his crown. Surf's up, out, down, he's the king of the waves.
As he continued to perform cool twists and turns on the wave, some ocean water splashed onto Sonic's spines and body, which he promptly ignored. He also didn't notice that the tips of his head spines and the two spines on his back turned a dark yet slightly faded black color. He also didn't notice the black streaks that formed on both sides of his hips, the sides of his face, up his legs, and the ones that traveled down from his shoulder blades to his upper elbows.
Whoa! check out Sonic's body. It's changed color.
What?
Sonic said out loud and looked at his arms and legs, shocked to see the black streaks, not the azure blue he was used to seeing every day in the mirror.
Black and blue? What in the world is going on here?
The announcer was talking to himself, but he had left his mic on. Sonic panicked, and he quickly surfed into the tube to avoid anyone else staring at him. Once he was in the tube, he properly looked himself over.
What's going on?
He said out loud, something he often did when trying to solve a hard problem.
Sonic's time is almost over, but he has to get out of the tunnel first. And I want to get another look at that gnarly fur.
Sonic's breath was caught in his throat. He couldn't explain what had happened. The end of the tunnel was coming quick. He could ride out of the tunnel, finish his surf, and then try to explain what had happened. Or he could,
Wipe out!
he thought, dove into the back of the wave.
Oh! Looks like Sonic has wiped out.
The announcer shouted as Sonic's board flipped above the wave. Amy, Knuckles, and Tails looked at each other. They knew Sonic had done that on purpose. Looking back out to the water where Sonic's board was, they all waited and breathed a sigh of relief with everyone else as Sonic waved from behind his board.
Don't worry, everyone. He's all right. Just a reminder that Sonic is now in the finals tomorrow. Now, the rest of you surfers, come on in.
Suddenly, Sonic realized that he was in deep water and he didn't know how to swim. Before he could do anything, he found himself quickly sinking below the water. Just before his head went underwater, he took a big gulp of air and he started flaring his arms around, trying to get back to the surface.
Let's go!
Tails said as he, Amy, and Knuckles looked at each other again. They grabbed their boards and went out to where their friend's board was. They started to panic when they couldn't find him. Under the water, Sonic had sunk down to near the sand. He stopped struggling and looked at his body again, his quills again. What was he going to do? Suddenly, he noticed the shadow of something swimming in the water coming straight at him. Sonic let out a frightful yelp when he thought it was a shark coming to eat him. However, his fear faded when the shadow got close enough for him to see that it was actually a cute little purple dolphin. The sea creature circled him and chirped happily. He was speechless for a moment. Then he realized he was breathing out his air. His hand quickly flew over his mouth, not wanting to lose any more precious oxygen. The dolphin looked confused before it swam over and pulled Sonic's hand away from his mouth. It was then that the blue hedgehog realized that he was breathing underwater. All of a sudden, he felt a pair of strong hands wrap around his shoulders and pull him up to the surface. As his head broke the surface, Sonic gasped in fresh air on instinct. He looked over his shoulder and saw it was Knuckles who was holding him.
Sonic, you're okay!
Knuckles' eyes went wide when he got most of the salt water out of them.
Whoa, radical fur, dude.
Knuckles!
Amy scolded as she leaned over and smacked him upside the head.
Well, it's true. And weird. Cool weird, but weird.
It's okay, guys.
Sonic said, stopping his friend from smacking the red echidna again as he rested his arms on his surfboard that was floating next to them.
You feel okay?
Tails asked, concerned. Sonic would usually protest when Tails or himself said something like that.
Yeah, some weird things just happened.
Like your fur?
Knuckles said as he climbed onto his own surfboard.
Yeah, but this was a bit weirder. When I was underwater, I was breathing, and then a purple dog fin was swimming around me like we were best buddies or something.
The others looked at each other, then back at Sonic.
I just became insane, didn't I?
Maybe.
Mysterious colored fur breathing underwater and a new pet dolphin friend? There is something deep and intense going on here.
Yeah, like a deep, intense concussion.
I'm fine, guys. It's just been a long day.
He said as he pulled himself onto his surfboard.
I'm going to head home.
Okay, but if you get some blurred vision or a killer headache, have Uncle Chuck take you to the doctor.
Sonic just rolled his eyes and continued to paddle to shore.